It's showtime, Jeremy.
I just got here.
Oh my gosh, I hope I'm not getting sick.
You need a drink?
Happy Sunday Fun Day, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly live stream where we get to hang out with you. If you're joining in real time, can you guys hear us okay?
Say what?
Can they hear us okay?
Did you say something?
Yes.
What
yes,
did you
I
say?
did. I said, can you hear us okay?
Huh?
Say what now?
Tell me when.
It's been 2 long weeks.
Tell me when.
I don't know how far you're trying to go down.
To where you're not halfway cut off in the screen.
2 long weeks where I'm used to moving around, doing things for works, because I do have a job, and sitting down for 8 hours for 2 weeks. It's been rough.
You have a job?
It's been a rough.
I don't even have a job.
Well, I'm not unemployed. I'm funemployed.
Like, what's my job? Am I just supposed to...
You're just here to play the guitar. Take it away, Jeremy.
I'm going on strike. I'm going on strike.
Canadian postal workers?
That's what the plan is. I'm going on strike. Did you...
federal government?
Did you hear the new What the Hale song?
No. What's the new What the Hale song?
George? They said my music is horrible. Sorry, Audio Coffee. Sorry, Audio Coffee. We've been a little busy, so that's probably the microphone settings.
Probably.
You should probably.
Well,
you know what? I can fix that really quick.
Unmute your mic. It's saying that it's muted.
What do you mean it's muted? Boom.
Okay.
Boom. I bet this will be better.
Okay, how's this?
And
how is this? Are you the protector? The brain! Unicorn Jazz! What the hell's the musical?
Friends and fans from far and wide gather round for that Hale's pride. Auction wins and tales to tell. They built a family and built it with your sharpest auction nails, from mystery boxes to barnyard tales. We just can't quit. So here's to laughter,
Give it up for
Wow.
Audio Coffee.
Wow. Wow. You know what? I don't even have to work anymore. Audio Coffee's doing all the work.
Audio
Did you hear the
Coffee.
line about
You
unicorn
forgot the
jazz?
lyrics about Protector.
What the hell's? He's a protector, and he loves unicorn jazz hands. What the hell's? What the hell's?
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Sophie said she could hear it on her phone, but not on the TV.
Okay.
A lot of people came in. They're like, I'm not even sure what's going on, but this is great.
We're not even sure what just happened, but we just sat down. We just sat down, and I'm on strike, so Audio Coffee took care of the music.
Is it available for others to hear? Or was it
Um,
just an exclusive to you?
Audio Coffee, can you? That's a good question. Let me see if I can
Hey,
put it in the
Kasha.
chat. Do you think I can put it in the chat?
Yes, you can.
Let me see if I can.
You'd be able to.
Really? I'm allowed?
Yep.
You'll let me?
Any of our mods will be able to drop links.
What the hell's? What the hell's? Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I don't know if I can. I mean, it's nowhere near good as the unicorn jazz and the protector. But we're trying. We try around here. We try. And
All right, one step closer to dropping the link. We
You
got to
can
give mad
drop
props to Audio Coffee for creating that.
I can't even get in the live stream to drop it.
That's weird.
That is weird. You know what? Let me do it this way. What the hells? What the hells? JK,
All right, so while Jeremy is
JK.
sharing that link,
we need a video. We need the music video to
To
this
go with the audio?
right here.
okay.
Ah, Angela, there it is. There's the link right there from Audio Coffee. And JK, you now have a new project because you've been doing good, but you mentioned you're in that little slump of creativity. There it is. Hand it over to you. Music video right now. Okay. If you couldn't hear it all that well, I did drop it. I'll drop it again one more time in the chat, which hopefully it went through. And Audio Coffee made that and sent it to us, and we just thought it was hilarious.
I mean, it was perfect timing.
Well, when there's lyrics
Just
out
saying.
there about unicorn jazz and our protector, I love you, I love pharmacies, our protector. Yeah, I'd say it was.
I only heard 3 seconds of that song.
Oh,
And
well,
so-
that was about 3 more seconds than anybody else has been willing to listen to.
And
it.
from
So,
what
there
I'm
we go.
hearing, that one of Felisa's cultists calls her a protector, and I was like, oh, okay, I can't. I just can't listen to
Yes,
anymore.
they're under investigation with the FBI. By the way, those who may have been listening to That Umbrella Guy tonight, and some very, 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 very maybe shocking, maybe not shocking. Honestly, it shouldn't be that shocking. We've alluded to it, I don't know how many times, but some shocking news in regards to paint chips. But it ain't only paint chips. It's the entire anti-what the Hale system. Paint chips is tied into both cases. And so when the time is correct, when the time is appropriate, we will share more. So while we realize many are going to be messaging us and be like, oh, look what Tug just said, look what Tug just showed, look what Tug, we know. As a matter of fact, we're waist deep in it with the authorities, and not just with him, with all of them. So we know, it's okay, we know. And when the timing is appropriate for to talk about, from paint chips to Deuce to Felisa to the stupid lame, we will knock every single one of those out in regards to sharing that information, whether it's bonehead or whether it's making. Actually, there is one that isn't involved in that. It's making libel simple. Okay, so there's one that has been smart enough to separate from all of them, and there is only one that is not involved. So
That we know of.
oh my goodness.
That we know of.
Okay. Where do you even want to go? Man,
Well,
what a week. We have the insanity. You just go. Just do your thing. I'm on
So
strike.
I want to pause and talk about something outside of the what the Hales ecosystem, and talk about auctioneer school.
Wow.
We just finished
We're
Friday.
old and you went back to school?
Back to school. Listen, you're never too old, never too busy to go back to school and learn something. You don't even have to go to school to just learn something in general. Like YouTube is a great resource to learn something. Earlier today I was listening to different auctioneer calls on YouTube to teach me.
Wasn't listening to me, that's for sure.
And so I do want to show some pictures that
Were you listening to anything about unicorn jazz?
no.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Probably best.
I was
Probably
not.
best.
Well, like I said, I listened to about 3 seconds, and when I heard Lisa is the protector, I was like, yeah, I can't.
Oh my
Tracy wants to know, did you pass? Yes, I did get a passing grade. I'm pretty sure everyone in the class got a passing grade. And from my understanding from previous classes, typically the average is anywhere from 5 to 10 students. And our class was double that size. There were 16 of us.
You guys had a great.
We had an awesome, diverse
class.
group. Yeah. And I got to have one-on-one conversations with everyone in the class to get to and it's a good way to network and just to get to know your classmates and just kind of get an idea of what the possibilities and opportunities are once you do get your license. And so there's a lot of different opportunities that's going to be.
Are you kidding me? Seriously?
I found this shirt.
Let me guess, you're auctioning it off tonight.
I am auctioning it off tonight.
Oh, wow.
I am.
Wow. You were hiding it with the hair. Oh, my goodness.
Yes, in our live auction tonight, I will be auctioning it off.
And we'll be giving away $100.
But it's not yours.
Well, I bought it.
Anymore.
Therefore,
it's not yours anymore.
Oh, man, Thomas and Dan know exactly what this is like. They saw 2 weeks of it. It's not yours anymore.
All right, real quick, let's show a quick picture. There's one of the auction calls that we had to use.
I'm bid
I'm bid at 10. Will you give 20? Will you give 20? Now 30. That's one of the auction calls or exercises, I should say. So there's Thomas and I. Thomas and I flew in. We traveled the furthest to attend auctioneer school. We both came in from Florida.
You drove. He flew.
Yes, he flew. I drove.
As a matter of fact, I think you're a little bit further south, aren't you? So you might have had distance. Or are we straight over from them?
We're straight over
like
from
east
them.
to west.
Yes.
Like straight over.
Yeah.
So might have been. There you go. There's a tie.
So here's all of the people that I knew going into the class because we've met all these fine folks from just attending storage unit auctions. So there's Lisa, and you teach with Roy, her husband.
Yeah.
You started teaching.
Yeah, Roy does a phenomenal job. And now Lisa is going to be a licensed auctioneer. Now she has to take, so even though you guys are out of class, which you guys all did phenomenal in class.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we all passed.
Yeah, you have to get your bonding, you have to get your background check, and then you have to take your state exam. So others who have, maybe have gone to auctioneer school in Indiana, they are not licensed at all. At all.
Well, you have to take this.
Going to school doesn't make you licensed.
Correct.
Passing the test, which is extremely difficult, is what gets you licensed. And you have to be bonded and insured, and you have to have a background check, which that idiot who went to Indiana, which we have all the information on, will not be able to pass a background check because of what he has done in his past, which he will never be able to get licensed.
So there's Lisa, there's Joe, there's Thomas, there's Conky wearing his rock star t-shirt. All right.
Oh, Kasha just gave me $10 so I could get a new t-shirt. Thank you, Kasha.
Well, and to get some coffee, for me to get some coffee. Rob is doing great with his recovery. That's good to know, Kasha. All right. And then here is the entire the entire team, or I should say, classmates with their significant others at the bonfire.
Is that a Hale's headquarters bonfire I'm seeing there?
Yes, yes, it is. And do you see the couch?
Is that a couch? Is that a reclining couch right over Roy's shoulder?
Yes, yes,
with,
it is.
With snacks? I see snacks too.
What is that right there?
I don't know, but it looks delicious. That's got to be a jumbo dog.
So,
Jumbo
yeah.
dog. Wow.
So there's everyone at the bonfire. So that was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Wow. So you went to school for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You and Thomas were in school for 2 weeks. Dan and I
carpooled every morning.
And then Dan and I were here at Hale's headquarters working. Listen, Dan got so much work done.
Mm-hmm.
We got all the mulching done and finished. We got 3 trees taken down. One was leaning into another tree. It was a huge sassafras.
Thanks, Susan, for the
that got blown
35
over in a storm. Dan took a chain and Ramsey's too, wrapped it up, and just yanked it out of the other tree. It was like, whoop, the whole ground shook.
Did you film it?
No. You know, I'm always like, film everything. And except I'm trying to get work done in them. We didn't film anything. We took some other trees down. Man, we just had a lot of fun. We got a lot of stuff done, and I didn't have to water the new landscaping for 2 weeks. Dan took care of it. All, you know, I went and did it today. And I was like, this is weird. I'm watering again. This is weird.
Yeah, he was kind enough to water for
Very
you
much
and refill the tub
Very
so that
much
you didn't
so.
have to do it the next day and it was already done. But he thoroughly enjoyed it because he got to hang out at the bonfire while waiting
Oh, bonfire's
for
nice to be.
for the tub to fill up with
Is
water.
it true you have a working refrigerator down at the bonfire filled
Yes.
with drinks and jumbo dogs and
There was a live
pulled
stream
pork
that happened.
and Swiss cheese and
Yeah.
and anything else you can think of?
Yes,
Well,
there was.
That's how we roll it. What the hells? What the hells?
Put a tarp on the fridge to protect it.
With peacock tails. What the hells? We will do auction sales. George will be calling. Jeremy will be free ball. You know what? That's not.
Willis, what you doing? Willis is in the chat. Says, sorry guys, I missed it. You still have time.
You still have time.
You still have time to come.
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Gina leaves to pick up Deanna tomorrow.
Just come.
Yeah.
Just come.
Yep. That's what I would say. Wizzy Wheels, thank you so
Wheels.
much. Oh, we
Catch
needed
up.
to catch up. We went through a lot of catch up these past 2 weeks. Like, we were always down at the bonfire. And I even told George, I was like, you know what? We're going to have guests here at Hale's headquarters. So we had Thomas and Dan for the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gina and Deanna and Gina are coming. And Travis, potentially, and Madam Mayor.
You
And
still have time, Travis.
Madam Mayor and Brett are coming as well this
Yes.
next week. We are going to have a stretch of over a month of guests. We have never, ever done anything like that at Hale's headquarters before. Ever.
But it's been fun.
But these are all trusted individuals that we've had on the property. My goodness, did we have fun celebrating the end of auctioneer school with the bonfire Thursday night, a flamethrower, and lots of ketchup. Wow.
Yeah, it's been fun. Joey's kind of been inspired to want to attend the class.
Well, they may not know. I know who Joey is. They don't know. You're going to have to put that in context.
Well, they do know. They do
Well,
know.
But then you just showed them a picture of another Joe.
Well,
so,
Joey, as in my son Joey.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So your son wants to become an auctioneer now?
He's talked about attending the classes because he was able to attend the day that Jeremy came in and taught the whatnot portion of it. If you guys joined us for that at live auction, he was the one that auctioned off the Petoskey stone that was sanded by Jeremy.
Jack's mom, love continuing education, keeping things interesting.
Yes.
Which everybody be praying for Jack's mom as well, please.
Yes, prayers to.
We don't have permission to share details, but by all means, be praying for Jack's mom. But Joey's now talking about becoming an auctioneer too.
Yeah.
Like
he had
like
fun.
mother, like son. Well, he did. He came in for online auction day. And then he sold a Petoskey stone.
He did.
There was a competition, 2 Petoskey stones, and Joey won.
Well, his was in the shape of Ohio.
Yeah, that probably made a
And
little bit of a
the size was
difference.
probably 3 to 4 times.
That probably
the
made a
size of
little bit of a difference.
Thomas's,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. 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 So it was, we did. We had a ton of fun with all of the students, and we had a ton of fun with, I mean, multiple evenings. We had a ton of fun with all of our auction friends. And it's a very positive thing
Mhm.
because so many times you go to an auction and you think that's my competitor I'm bidding against. We're in a competition. And that's not what this group feels like. This group feels like that's my friend. I want them to win. And that's what we all think. We're happy when the others win.
Yes.
We're happy when the others strike gold.
Well, you hear the saying, there are no friends at auction.
But it's not reality. It's not true because you can still be friends and outbid somebody and be happy for them. And so that's exciting. That's exciting. So last day of school, how did you feel, George? Last day of school.
Relieved. I'm like, yes, I could sleep in tomorrow because it's been a while since I've had to get up that early. Every morning I had my alarm set for 6:30.
And she lets it go off till 7:30.
I let it
waking
go off
me
for
up
about
every
15 minutes.
5 minutes.
15 minutes.
Every
Every
5 minutes for an hour.
for 15 minutes, and then I'll get up, and then Thomas and I would show up 15 minutes early.
Like
and
Mark
we were-
Feather, 15 minutes!
And we were the last ones there. Well, actually, one of the other students was always late, coming from Holmes County. He was always late. But we were the second. We were the second to last, and we would get there 15 minutes early, and the rest of the class was already there before us.
Conky
So-
says it's going to be weird not going to school tomorrow.
It is. It's going to be awesome
Well,
because we're
it's going to be weird
going to sleep
not
in.
having the bonfire eating jumbo dogs tomorrow night. So you might as well just come over and eat jumbo dogs.
So yeah, it feels good to be done. I do officially have a certificate.
Yep.
And now tomorrow we have a to-do list where I have to go get my background check, got to get bonded. There's
I'm
something
already-
else on my to-do list.
I've already started your bonding.
That
so
I
I'm taking
added.
care of your bonding. You got to do your background check, and then you got to upload everything and schedule your test.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Everybody sending super chats.
Yes,
Really
thank you
appreciate
so
it.
much.
Even if it flies by and we don't see it on accident, we truly appreciate your love and support. We really do. And I told George when last day, I was like, we're going out tonight. We're celebrating. You just graduated auctioneer school. And she's like, nope. No, we're not.
I
And
said
I went-
I'm not officially graduated until I take the exam. I want to wait till I take the exam, know that I passed, and then we can celebrate.
And when we celebrate, we're going to play Audio Coffee's song. What the George? What the George?
Well, Audio Coffee is going to have to make my own song.
Auction off, lots of support. What the George? What the George? Yeah, I'm thinking
So,
it's
yes.
going to be a big deal. It's going to be awesome.
Thank you to everyone that's congratulating me. I appreciate it. It's been fun. And if you didn't know, prior to laws changing in Ohio,
Thank you. Frank.
auctioneers were required to do a 2-year apprenticeship. 2 years. And I
Wow.
think all of that went out the window once COVID hit.
Yeah, no more apprenticeship.
Yeah. So that was nice because if there was still a 2-year apprenticeship, I don't think that I would have been able to become a licensed auctioneer within weeks. Well, with the timing, there's no way anyone can take the exam this month.
Wait, I hope they bring it back right before you take your test. Because I'm a licensed auctioneer and you can apprenticeship with me. And
For
you
2
don't,
years?
You don't want to know the kind of jobs
You gotta
I'm
do
giving
2 years of apprenticeship before you could even get your license because prior to the laws changing, there was a written exam and an oral exam.
Oh boy.
There was an oral exam, but with our auctioneer school, I didn't know this, but the instructor did grade us on our auction call because we had to bring in 3 items
Please,
Friday
I told you all the night
to
before
auction off.
that you
You
don't
told me.
know that you're going to be graded, but you are
Yes,
being
but
graded.
we didn't know that until you mentioned it the night before.
Yeah, I got them all scared the night
So
before.
so every student was required to bring in 3 items to auction off. after lunch. And so,
George stole my fruit snacks and auctioned them off.
yes, I took some fruit snacks from the candy dispenser, and then I brought a pocket watch, which the instructor Mark, he purchased it. He won that at auction, and then two watches. And so it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
The state test is very, very difficult. You have to understand, this is coming from somebody who did 4 years of undergraduate college with a double major, and I still graduated. So I did 4 years of undergrad in 2 years with a double major, and I still graduated with highest honors. I doubled up my master's as well. And I walked out of that test going, there's no way I pass. And so did Christian, and so did Roy when we all went. Thank you.
I have my favorite sent me breadstick money. I
Yes!
love breadsticks.
She does. She loves
I
Olive
love
Garden.
breadsticks.
Loves Olive Garden.
Yes,
So,
Jessica introduced me to breadsticks dipped in their Alfredo sauce.
did you guys know you
Cheese.
can go to
I
Olive
loved
Garden
both. I
and
loved
get-
both.
and get Alfredo sauce to dip your breadsticks in? Genius!
Don't even bring me the marinara sauce. Just bring me the Alfredo sauce.
Genius.
It's really good.
Hippie Witch, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Really
Thank
do.
you.
So, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I've been walking around the house all weekend going, so how does it feel to be an auctioneer? And going, my baby is an auctioneer, dibby lam, na na na. And I'm like, hey, can I get a guess? How about 1? Dibby lam, 2, 2, 2, now how about 3? I would if that were me. And dibby lam, 4, now 5, 5, 5. And she won't kiss me.
Lady Tammy said, how were the cookies you won?
Gone! All gone.
There was there was another person
Yeah,
that got the cookies.
He got the cookies. The other guy got the cookies, but I got the pizza.
But they shared.
Yeah, they shared all
The
their
couple
cookies.
that got the cookies, they shared.
And then I shared my pizza as well. I could only eat so much, so I didn't have lunch before I showed up. But I wanted to be there for George's auction and for Conkeys and everybody else. You know, yeah, I have a great group of friends there, and I want to be there supporting them. So it was fun. Joan, thank you so much.
Aw,
Some ice cream.
Thanks, Joan.
Whoa,
I love ice cream.
whoa, whoa. How does it feel today that the house is empty now? After 2 weeks of guests and the house is empty, how's it feel?
It feels the same.
Really?
It feels the same. I got up, had breakfast with Thomas and Dan before they left, and then I got straight to work. I had to prep for the auction tonight.
Wow, still the same.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did laundry, went grocery shopping, unpacked, unloaded the
Oh my goodness,
groceries.
we've done so
I
many
mean,
loads of how many loads of laundry have we done today? 3,
today,
4?
3.
4?
I mean, there was no difference.
Well, we have
So-
to prep for Deanna and Gina coming too.
Mhm.
So they'll be here. So everybody's saying, yeah, I see in the chat, everybody's like, give us an update on Patience. How's Patience? Patience will be giving birth tomorrow. And
Yes.
so
Patience and Christian were there Wednesday as well.
yes.
So
Yes.
she is all belly.
And she is ready to be done. She is
Yes.
ready to be done.
She does have
So-
her scheduled C-section tomorrow. I don't know what time, unless she gave you a time. But
Yeah, I know.
baby Salt will be coming to the world tomorrow, sometime tomorrow.
So they go in first thing in the morning into the hospital. So here's the great part of all of this scheduling. So George and everybody else who was in auctioneer school, that happened in the past 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So having Dan here as well to help on the property with some projects I haven't been able to get to because I'm usually alone. That was a huge blessing. Huge
Jinx.
blessing. And with George in auctioneer school, that's a huge blessing
Mhm.
as well. And so now,
And then with Gina helping Gianna in Florida,
wow,
like the
George
timing
is
has
the
been
timing is just incredible because now Gina was down in Florida to help. For those that don't know Gina,
Thanks,
Security Gina, she has officially retired, and there will be a retirement party. Okay, so there's going to be a retirement party in Florida. She may not know it yet, but there will be a retirement party for Gina Security, and she's officially retired all the way from New York, now down in Florida,
Mhm.
and they're helping with Deanna. What a blessing! And so Deanna had mentioned at one point over the summer, she's like, I really want to come up during October, and I want to see the color change in
The
the
leaf
leaves.
change.
She's like, it's so amazing, and so So I think I haphazardly said, well, the best leaf peak change color is the second week of October. It's mid-October. That's your peak
Mid-October.
leaf. I was like, why don't you just plan to come up then? And so then Gina's like, well, I'll come too. So then Deanna and Gina are scheduled to come up before we know that baby Salt is going to be C-section tomorrow. So Deanna and Gina are coming up tomorrow while Christian and Patience are on paternity leave, which
We don't know how long they plan on taking paternity leave for. Let's see how long it takes for them to get FOMO, and then they'll be back.
so I asked Christian Friday, because Friday was his last day before paternity leave. I said, Christian, realistically, I was like, you can have as much time as you want. You already know that, but realistically, how much do you think you need? And he goes, we don't know. We're kind of thinking, 3 weeks. And I was like, well, remember last time, Patience, as soon as she came home, said she wanted to work. She wanted to go right back to work. And I was like, that's not okay. So don't let her do that again. You have
Well, this
two
time
babies.
is different because now she's gonna have baby
Two
Pepper
babies
and then
at home.
baby Salt.
And I
So
was like-
maybe 4 weeks.
I was like, just take it easy. I was like, take as much time as you need. So Deanna and Gina are coming up to Ohio. We're gonna have a ton of fun with them, and we're gonna be running all the auctions and all the business up
Yes.
here while Christian and Patience are on maternity leave. So what a blessing that the timing was just incredible. George comes up to auctioneer school. Gina's there to help with Deanna, and then Dan's here to help with me, and then Dan and Thomas go back to Florida, and then Deanna and Gina are coming up to
Yes.
Ohio,
And then we'll be able to cover for Patience and Christian.
It's a blessing.
It's been awesome.
It's
Yeah.
really, really good. Really,
They're
really good.
asking if Caitlin's gonna get her auctioneer's license.
So I do know she's working on one licensing, and but I've been told I'm not allowed to share what that is yet. So we'll just keep that at that. You're gonna be surprised.
You're gonna keep a secret?
All right. So, anyways, like I was saying, George's middle name isn't George. It's
It's George.
Bartholomew.
It's George.
Oh, I let out the secret. So, I have been talking with Kaylin about licensing, and she's doing a phenomenal job working on her acting career, and she's got other endeavors that she's very passionate about and she loves to do. And so her energy and time is being invested in those areas, and rightfully so. That's the passion of her heart. That doesn't mean that auctioning is something that she wouldn't look at in the
Thanks,
future.
Star.
But Kaylin's been doing just an incredible job, and she got to go up to Kelly's Island. We picked her up on the way up to Kelly's Island to go Petoskey stone
And
hunting.
Thomas made it so awkward for her immediately.
I think I'm allowed to tell this story. So Thursday before we went up to Kelly's Island, our buddy Rob, took us out to this restaurant. It's called Happy Dog. And it's a hot dog restaurant, but it's also a place where you can get an adult beverage. And so keep that in mind as I say this. So we're going to Kelly's Island, and we're going to go hunt Petoskies, and we found some incredible Petoskies. And by the way, for those who go, oh my goodness, the laws on Petoskies, you're only allowed to take so many pounds a year. Yeah, that's Michigan. Anybody see us in Michigan? No. We're in a completely
Definitely
different
not
state
Michigan.
with no laws. So it gets really old, the ignorance of individuals saying, just ridiculous things like, you can't take that, there's laws. Yeah, I think I would know what the laws are before I would film it. So anyways, that being said, we go over, so that was Thursday night, we go to this hot dog restaurant with adult beverages, otherwise known as a bar. And then Saturday we go to pick up Kaylin. I'm like, Kaylin, you're on the way. I will just pick you up. And she's like, all right, great. And so I tell Thomas, who's 23, I'm like, hey, Thomas, there's going to be a pretty girl in the back of the truck with you, okay? Just don't make it awkward. Within 5 seconds, he's like, she's like, so is that this wiener bar? And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, no, he just said wiener bar. And Kaylin is so cool. And Kaylin is so laid back. She's like,
gosh.
Wiener Bar? Where's that? I'd like to go. And she's just going with it. Like, and I'm up front and be like, oh my goodness, abort, 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 abort. But Kaylin is just so cool with it.
Oh
It
my
is
gosh.
crazy. It is crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So we did have a phenomenal time, and looking forward to a phenomenal time as well with the ladies coming up north from Florida, and Madam Mayor and Brett
Yeah.
from Tennessee.
So it'll be good to see them. I haven't seen them since,
03
gosh, when did I see them last? I think,
Christmas.
was it Christmas in the
Probably
Creek?
Christmas.
Yeah,
Probably Christmas.
it was Christmas in the Creek was the last time I saw them.
So
So-
we've been busy. We've been busy, and we're going to continue to be busy. We got a lot going on, but if we skip a day, no video or anything, I mean, just understand there's a brand new baby in the What the Hales family. Well, in the Walker family, which we claim them as extended family. So,
We do.
probably the most important thing is us going to go see Baby Salt and welcoming Baby Salt into the world. So please understand that. That's going to be of high importance to us with the baby coming tomorrow. And we have court this week as well. Now, we have court. This is an emergency ex parte hearing in Ohio based on what Vomit has done with Lynette and Crook. And so there is an emergency hearing this week with emergency consequences and things going on as well. And so we have that happening very, very soon this week too.
Yeah.
So Lynette and Crook will not be there, nor will Vomit, but the consequences will be coming from that hearing, and that hearing is absolutely happening. And they're going to claim, no, it's not. It's not.
They're going to
Well,
claim
it's all
that
sealed.
the
It's all
poor
sealed.
advice that was given to them with freedom of speech is all your fault, and that he works for you.
There we go.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
what's
we're just
gonna happen.
we're waiting for Lynette and Crook to throw Vomit under the bus and say that he works for me now, because
Yeah.
he set them up hard
Oh
for
my
failure.
goodness.
So bad.
So ridiculous.
So bad.
Speaking of waiting,
So bad.
there's something else that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for, if you guys watched Monday's video, there were back-to-back 911 calls to Levy County.
Yeah.
And so one of them was by Lips, where she falsely accuses me. She calls Levy County Sheriff to report What the Hales, mainly me, for discussing something about a minor in sealed documents. So what I'm waiting for is a link to that video and a timestamp of when that happened.
I'd like to see the sealed
that never
documents.
happened.
I'd like to see the sealed documents.
How do
Not
you
only
get to
that-
documents that are sealed?
So that video was out 3 or 4 days in advance, and I did not even listen to the phone calls. All I did was compile them in one video, because I've gotten so sick of listening to these freaks' voices. So sick of it. And all I did was compile it, and I was like, you know what, done deal. I'm not even going to listen to it. I don't care anymore. You know, I've heard everything they have to say. Come to find out, I
Which
didn't
was a
hear everything
mistake.
they have to say. So
That
then
was a
George
mistake.
calls me like hours before release time. Hours. She's listening to it in auctioneer school, because she likes to go through everything.
Yeah, during
beforehand.
break, I'm listening to
And
it.
she's like, there are phone numbers in every single call and addresses. Lips gave them our Otter Creek address as her address.
Specifically the schoolhouse, not the ranch house.
She gave the schoolhouse. This isn't even where we live. She gave the schoolhouse address as her address to Levy County Sheriff.
Just so ridiculous. And then another ridiculous thing that she pulled was an obit.
Oh yeah, we
Oh
got
my
the
goodness.
my mom died. My mom didn't die. My lawyer died. I died.
And if that
And
were
then-
true, I'm pretty sure her husband would be notifying the courts.
Now we got
about
Lips
that.
dying but didn't die. I mean, where does the dying end with these freaks? And what have I said from the very beginning? Lips reminds me completely and totally of Lynette.
Yeah,
Lips,
they do
Lynette,
share a lot of
they are
similarities.
very, very similar.
Unhinged similarities.
And here we go. I
Yes.
died. I didn't die. Lynette has told everybody, I've never done drugs. I died one time on a couch doing drugs.
She also said, I've never gone by the name Ruby, But my friend gave me that nickname, and we just went by the name Ruby. Like, why
What's
lie
this?
about it and say I've never?
How many screenshots do we have of her saying, "Hey, it's Ruby"?
Hey, it's Ruby. Like, why not just say,
Why
oh,
lie?
yeah, that
It's
was an
all out there.
inside joke with my friends.
It's
They
literally
called me Ruby.
John
This is just
Crook
saying I never.
called her Ruby.
Yes, he did. He did.
mean,
I just.
You think we don't have all this stuff?
Hmm.
You think we just talk? We're not a flea. We're not a gnat. We are in court. Major lawsuits against these freaks and
Yeah.
fools.
They're-
Major lawsuits. We have all the evidence.
Mhm. And
They
then,
are all under tremendous amount of investigation. As those who watched the Umbrella Guy tonight got to see a little glimpse of what's going on.
I haven't gotten a
Little
chance to
glimpse.
watch his entire live. I've watched bits and pieces of it, but I do need to go back and watch. So another thing that's easily debunkable, she keeps claiming that Jamie, the godmother of the child, was invited by Jeremy to come save the child, but in reality, they had already pre-planned for her to bring a camper down and to come visit before Jeremy ever mentioned Lynette on the channel. And so we have the evidence, and I'm gonna take screenshots of it, and I'll be posting it with the dates.
Well, according to Lynette, in this complete crazed long rant that she posted online as well, that myself and Jamie Starr were texting, but take out that T and put in an S there, for over a year. Now, I got to tell you,
Where are those screenshots?
I want to see what I got because I got nothing. Nothing. Now, I was joking with
So
George. I
ridiculous.
was joking with George earlier today. I was like, I got nothing. Nothing. I got 1 year of apparently texting somebody and I got nothing, but not the T, the S. And I was like, I got nothing here. I got ripped off on that one, which obviously I'm joking. I'm making light of the situation. And George jokes with me and we can laugh about it. And we can all laugh about it together. But man, the insanity that comes out of that creature, that vile creature's mouth, that nasty, horrific,
Yeah.
toothless mouth.
The biggest lie this week was her motion of not showing up to her deposition. How many times have we heard, whether she posted online or she told the judges, that John and I aren't married? We live in two separate things. We're not married.
You know they're married.
But you also know that she's not writing those filings that she's submitting. You know she is not the one typing
Who's
those.
a criminal lawyer and knows criminal code but not civil code?
If you
Oh!
compare to the
Peter
grammar,
Griffith wannabe!
if you compare the sentence structure, the grammar, the punctuation in her ex parte letter to the judge versus these professional filings, it's not her. It's someone else, and that should be disclosed.
Peter Griffith wannabe.
And so, if you remember, during the status conference hearing, she told the new judge, I have no one to watch the child. There's no one that can watch the child. It was documented in the court video, which we released. And anyone can records request that, pay for it, and records request it. Now, all of a sudden, she has a husband.
This is getting odd.
Now, all of a sudden, she has a husband, and she can't attend her deposition because he's got some important medical treatment that was scheduled 2 months prior to the deposition.
This is getting really
And
odd.
waited last minute to file this filing so that she couldn't go to her deposition, and then filed a protective order on it.
So let's be very clear, all right? You understand the horrific strategy of Lynette's counsel was file this motion at the very, very, very last moment. And that way, number one, the judge will not be able to rule on it. Number two, it's going to cost Jeremy more time and money. And the more time and money they end up costing me is ultimately costing them. So we have so much more evidence on them now. And it just grows on a daily basis. Dana just said, for wedding gift, congrats.
We're not there yet, Dana.
I was just talking about Lynette and Crook.
Oh.
All right. So we have gotten and compiled so much more incriminating information and evidence.
Right.
And
how many times has this woman
insanity.
said, no one will hear our story? Her own PR team, Felisa, no one will hear our story.
So why didn't she show up at her deposition and tell it? If she is innocent as she claims, which we all know she's not,
Nope.
she would show up at every opportunity, every deposition, to
Mhm.
clear her name. And
This
yet, what do we have? Oh, we have more incrimination in hopes, desperate hopes, that this is going to push off a hearing and a judgment even longer. Except federal shutdown, baby! These morons!
Yes,
Oh
federal
my
shutdown
goodness.
means her bankruptcy hearing, upcoming hearing, which we don't even know whether they're going to reinstate it and allow her to file for bankruptcy, is scheduled on the 7th, which is in 2 days, Tuesday.
So
That's
Tuesday,
not happening.
her bankruptcy hearing isn't happening. Now, I do know that there is a hearing going on Tuesday, but it is not for bankruptcy. Bankruptcy will not stay or pause any of these other hearings for her. They are moving forward, 100% moving forward. And to be very clear, bankruptcy, even if it's allowed, which at this point I seriously doubt they're even going to allow it, Teresa, not a lunatic.
No,
Thank you
bankruptcy
so much.
is managed by
The
federal.
bankruptcy will never wipe out her debt for malicious acts that she has done.
That is correct.
And she will be indebted to us.
Mhm.
And he will be indebted to us. And the entire What the Hales, the anti What the Hales ecosystem that Deuce created will be indebted to us for the rest of their filthy, vile, horrific lives
Mhm.
if we get judgments against them.
Yeah. It
They will
just
never escape what they have done.
it makes you wonder and question, because both Lynette and Crook have both posted that Levy County is one of the poorest counties in Florida. Well, if that's true, then why did she move to the poorest county in Florida with a sick child, a medically fragile child that should be closer to her medical team versus further away in a quote unquote poor county? That doesn't concern us. We're looking for land and for our business model and more center structure to be able to get storage units
Yeah, for our
from
business, it's
major
been
from major
phenomenal.
cities,
For our business, it's been incredible.
right?
But to bring a child in that environment, absolutely
It
not.
makes no sense. It makes no sense to bring a sick child into that environment of the poorest county in
To
Florida.
bring turtles in that environment,
Right.
tortoises in
No
that
one in
environment.
Otter Creek voted on a tortoise rescue.
Well, I don't remember anybody ever wanting a tortoise
I don't
rescue in
understand
Otter
how
Creek.
what positive that could bring to the
But
town.
remember what Tina Haley said. Something bad's gonna happen to me. Something bad. That was a threat.
Another thing
That was a threat.
that people question is, why did Lynette move to Otter Creek knowing that she didn't have enough funds to build a home? There was no livable home on that property. She knew it was a dump. Those were her own words that it was a dump. Why? I don't understand. And then get upset because she expects people to be responsible for her poor decisions. She expects people to be responsible to pay for the permits for her. She expects people to be responsible to pay for the framework on this shell of a barn.
Well,
No one is responsible but her.
You didn't know that we were supposed to do that for her?
Well, that was her goal the whole time, is to have
Remember the strategy.
the-
Strategy.
there was a
There's
strategy.
strategy.
Remember, she wanted to work for us. She wanted her grandson, who was a minor at the time, to work for us.
She told her grandson that I was going to hire him and give him housing. How insane. How insane.
Prior to even knowing who she was, there was no conversation.
The insanity of that woman's mouth from day one meeting her. We never, ever let her on our property. She would leave rotten food at our gate. We would never
Well,
let
she
her
wouldn't do it. She would have Crook do it.
We would never let either of them. From moment number one talking to them, you knew something was so off and so wrong.
Like
They have
red flags.
never,
The
ever
red flags just
been
flew up
past the
immediately
gates.
because of what she was sharing the moment you meet her.
She's never been past the gates. We never let her. We never trusted her. Never. Insanity. Complete and total insanity.
Yeah.
And
now everyone from her past is coming forward, and no one has anything positive to share about her.
well, and the same thing is happening with Lips as well. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but there's an entire group of former clients that that Lips and Chips have destroyed their lives by improper legal counsel And there is a very big movement right now against Lips and Chips. Lips and Chips are being sued. Leslie Federigo's and her husband Michael Federigo's are being sued by, geez, so many. I mean, groups of lawyers, banks, myself, George, my business, Megan Fox, that umbrella guy. They have so much coming at them. I don't even know how they're still standing in all reality. And they don't even know the next wave that's coming for them. We've been invited to be a part of it, which we said we can't at this point in time due to our current litigation. We have current litigation. We're not going to jump into the other litigation that is pending. But man, it's just insane. Everybody from Lynette and Crook's past is coming forward. Everybody from Lips and Chips past is coming forward. And even a Kirby vacuum has come forward against Fleesa.
I mean, are you surprised though? She's been evicted multiple times, and for her to get a vacuum repossessed makes sense.
Surprised that she would steal from people? No, that doesn't surprise me. By the way, if she wants to go on and say, Jeremy defamed me. Now, when you don't pay your landlord, that's theft. That's how you get evicted, from stealing, from not paying. Same thing with a Kirby vacuum. That's theft. You don't pay. Same thing for cable. That's theft. You don't pay. And then some fools out there gave her over $100,000 in somebody else's name, and she has now stolen it from Lynette Preston and John Crook. I don't like either one of them, but I don't like anybody stealing from anybody. And so Lynette Preston and John Crook should have all that money, 100% of it, every single penny of it. But she will be deep in investigation. We will get to the end of it. We will find out exactly where every penny went. And I guarantee you money went to Deuce. And I guarantee you they skimmed from the top. And I guarantee you there was money given to the paid agitators. Own word, paint chips, vomit. I guarantee you there is going to be criminal charges pressed. You can take this to the bank. I guarantee you there will be criminal charges pressed. It is in the process. It is going to happen. These aren't what ifs. These aren't buts, ands, ors. These are absolutes coming. The insanity of it all. The insanity. And to then try and interject into our lives and try and destroy our lives with our businesses, with our relationships, with our family, with our friends. Justice is coming.
Yeah. On the flip side, with all of these delays, it has given us more and more evidence against them and how they're all working behind the scenes, especially Deuce.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh boy.
I don't know.
Boy, there's so many that boy, you think people come forward on Lynette and Crook and Lips and Chips and Fleesa? Boy, Deuce has left a trail, a mass destruction trail.
All in writing, too.
That you think people come forward on the others? Oh boy, Deuce. Boy, there are people lining up. Take your number. Wow, it's wild. Hey, do you remember now let me be very clear. It is no secret that, number one, I have private investigators following people. By the way, let me make that very clear. That is very legal. Extremely legal. It's in a court paperwork. I have private investigators following these freaks. If they're not all on high alert and high attention, knowing that they're being followed, and there's evidence being compiled against them all for court, they're pretty stupid. So when you've got somebody claiming that they're not at Burger King and stating publicly that they're being followed by somebody else and they should call 911, it's pretty stupid. George, you got something you got to share about that?
So another lie that Lynette said was that vehicle of hers at Burger King wasn't hers. That white vehicle was not hers.
Okay. Well, let's take a look. All
right. Here we go.
All right.
There's the drive-through.
Whoa! I see the sticker right there.
The tacky decal.
Tacky
the broken
decal,
cover.
the broken cover right there. By the way, we not only had a picture, we have video as well.
They were hauling water bottles.
There's
like
water
jugs of
bottles.
water bottles.
They have an attachment in the back, and they were in Walmart. They were at Walmart just before with the water bottles, with the broken back, and with the stickers and the tacky decals.
Mhm.
Let's be very clear. Lynette and Crook was driving, were 100% at Burger King.
Mhm.
I wonder if she was using that $50 that she saved away to buy that RV that she so desperately needs. I wonder if that's what she was
Yeah,
using. Because
true.
remember, she doesn't know where her next meal is coming.
This is right. This is right. And she has told Levy County Sheriff that her almond milk maker was stolen.
Mm.
And she started a GoFundMe for it. She falsely accused the 2 people she hired to live in her shed for a month to help her clean her property.
Whoa.
And that the child can only have almond milk, and then later posted that they get the child an ice cream cone.
What?
That's
Wait,
made out of dairy.
Okay, hold a second. So we've got one lie. Number one, they weren't at Burger King,
Mhm.
and they went to Walmart, and then they were at Burger King. And I have every legal right to have them filed with a private investigator. Every single right in the world, especially with them being in litigation. You better believe we're compiling everything on all of these people, which, by the way, thank you for the $5 super chat. And Andre, thank you for the $2. So they were at Walmart first, then they were at Burger King. But she claims she wasn't at Burger King, even though she was absolutely at Burger King. If you lie about the smallest details like this,
Mhm.
if you lie about the smallest details like
Yes.
this, you're lying about the biggest details
Yeah,
in
like
life.
writing some of the signs and posting it because she was told no.
Oh, or about,
Get her way.
Jeremy was texting with somebody for a year. Remember, she also stated that I was looking at this other person's melons the entire
did say
time.
that.
Now, I don't know how I do that and drive a tractor. I love melons. I'm who I am. I love melons, but I can't drive and stare at them at the same time on a tractor moving a giant tree.
Well, there is
so.
a video out there of you taking the tree down. There's pictures, videos,
Yeah.
and you were busy taking down the tree. So
Huh. Go figure.
where's that proof that Lynette keeps claiming?
And then-
It's interesting how she keeps saying, I have proof, but nothing's been shown. When she was represented by attorneys,
Yeah.
not just one attorney, multiple attorneys, no proof or evidence was ever shown to the courts.
Well, there's this whole other
What
issue,
happened was she
too.
ended up voluntarily dismissing these frivolous lawsuits.
There's this whole other issue too, because then Lynette said if we ever do go to Burger King, which I guess she's trying to say now that she's not getting emotional support Whoppers, that they get Burger King,
little
King
ice
ice
creams.
creams. Now there's a little bit of a problem I have with that. Do you know what it is? Burger King vanilla soft right there. You know what the problem is that I have with her saying that she's getting ice creams for the child? Remember, she has a life-threatening metabolic disorder.
Mhm.
She can't digest protein.
Proteins.
There's 3 grams of protein. So what is real? What is real?
It makes it very hard to
Hmm.
believe her truth when she's constantly debunking her own self.
Oh, they make it too easy. They honestly make it too easy. And when the FBI is like, hey, do you have proof? It's like, do we have proof? Are you kidding?
Sorry, but Burger King doesn't offer the almond milk ice cream.
What
That's
about
not on
soy?
the menu.
They have soy? Coconut milk?
So we have
Goat
2
milk?
minutes before we go into our live auction.
Roberto, thank you so much.
We are giving away $100.
Wait, we're giving away $100
We
tonight?
are, and we're auctioning off our t-shirts. I know a lot of you guys were eyeballing Jeremy's t-shirt.
My eyeballs
His
are
is going
staring
up
at
for auction
your
tonight
ghost.
too.
My eyeballs are staring at your ghost.
Janelle says almonds are stuffed full of protein. Yes, they are.
Yeah.
Yes,
well,
they are.
It is a nut. So, yeah.
So I wanted
the
to
lies.
go over the timeline.
With 45 seconds left?
Yeah, where we left off, where Lynette messaged another local.
Why don't you start this timeline earlier?
Well, I'll have to come back to it next week, where she talks about how she wants Jeremy to buy across from her, meaning the old church parking lot. That's where I left off at the timeline. So I will make sure I cover it next week,
Okay.
because then we're gonna go into half meal time to grill.
Whoa, good times. That was good. I'll
End of
never forget that.
22. End of 22.
That was good times.
I showed a video of us on the property, but here, December 5th of 2022 is when we launched registration. December 5th of 2022, half meal time to girl meet and greet. Registration is open, $50 PayPal to whatthehales at Yahoo, and then confirmation emails with lodging, location, and other details will be sent within 2 weeks. Watch for this more information, and then we included a link, and then it says registration for this event is now open. Half meal time to girl event hosted by What the Hales, which, by the way, is the meet and greet that we scheduled because we hit 500,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel, and Jeremy wanted to throw a celebration for us to meet our fans. And so that's
fun. It was very fun.
That's where Lynette wanted to put up a donation box for her turtle rescue that Otter Creek doesn't need, and then we told her no, it's not appropriate. And that's when she spiraled and created the signs about Jeremy calling him an Ohio rapist. If she would have avoided doing that, we would have gladly helped her.
I see Crystal Thomas just said praying for Jessica and Ova are doing well and trying to protect the child. And so let me be very clear, because I know lots of times lots of questions are asked because there was money that was gifted for a lawyer for the aunts to save the child. The aunts got all of that money. And we have not been vocal about what is going on that side of things because it's not appropriate for us to talk about their legal standing, strategy, what they're doing, what they're trying to accomplish. So thus far, they have not been successful, but they have other strategies that they are trying to accomplish. And so, and I think it's best just to leave it at that their fight is not over to protect this child and to save this child. And so I know they are very appreciative for everything that was given by many of you. And we are appreciative for everything that has been given by all of you as well. And I think the greatest aspect of everybody that's a part of this is their heart to save a child, a defenseless child who has been put in this position, the situation, the circumstance, not by their will, and it's horrific. It is horrific. And so they continue to fight their fight as we continue to fight our fights. We are, as of right now, we are $438,000 out of pocket for court expenses, and so that's our running total right now. And so we figure, what's another $100? We'll give it to you guys tonight at the auction.
Yes. All right. If you would like to join our live auctions, I've pinned the comments in the live chat. And so we will see you there where we're giving away $100.
What the hells? What the hells? We're doing auction sales.
See you guys there.
Stay weird, my friends.